Hello, everybody. How you doing today? I wasn't gonna do a video. I didn't want to do a live video because I just getting ready to go to sleep soon. As you know, thanks to Mimi, we have managed to get back to Cumberland Farms, which we're going to be going to tomorrow. But I wanted to talk about a little bit about what I understand the issue was. The issue was originally the management thought that I was doing a ditty, which I'm not. I wasn't trying to do any kind of like ditty action or anything like that. And they thought I already was indicted in a court of law. There was no court case. Because the police realized it was just an actual genuine mistake. So upper management thought that I was indicted, which I wasn't. So after the management I believe they checked with the Winston police. They found out that there was no case. And so I was not guilty of doing any kind of trafficking. So for that reason, and because of the fact that I do have multiple handicaps and that I depend on stores like Cumberland Farms to do a lot of in-town shopping, and a lot of times it's not just convenience. There was questions about, well, what are we going to do? It was decided to just go ahead and to just, they said 6 months. 6 months is long enough. We're talking about the 5th month of May, and it's the 10th month of October. So, and so therefore, they said 6 months is long enough. And so the good news is that we have been redeemed, so to speak. But I want to do some tarot card readings as well. So let's get this readings in right now. So we're going to do I'm terrible at doing my own readings because of the fact is that it actually influences the cards. So do you want me to do it? How about Carmen? Me? You want me to do the tarot? Yeah. You want to try it? Okay. What's the question? How is it going to go tomorrow at Cumberland Farms? Okay. As it's going to go tomorrow at Cumberland Farms in Winstead, Connecticut. Michele Marie Dalene. It's going to be after the morning show. It's going to be after the morning show. It's not going to be a live stream. It's going to be a video. Yeah, it's going to be a video. Okay, what's going to happen with Michelle after Cumberland Farms tomorrow afternoon? Is she going to have a good time, bad time, mixed time? How many cards should I spread? Well, let's just put a 3 out because it should be enough to get started with. You don't need to do a 5-card spread. No 5-card spread. How about I do something a little differently? Whoa. Wow. You want to cut the deck like that? I'm going to pick 3 randomly. Okay. 1, 2. It can't be any worse than we're shuffling 3. Okay. And let's see what we come up with. But please understand, I am not a tarot reader. I'm just meant to be a person that has watched Lummy and Michelle do enough of them. Did you tell them that you're not going to do reversals? No. Okay, so you gotta read the cards the way they fall, okay? Because it means you have to do it upside down to right side ups. Okay. Okay, we got the Tower in reverse. We got the 10 of Cups in reverse. We have the The Eight of Cups up. Okay, well, now let's see. The other card is Major Arcana. So the verse. It's in the book, yes? Yeah, it's in the book, yeah. This is card number 14. This is the Tower. Okay. The title card in reverse. Tyranny, oppression, and imprisonment. Tyranny, oppression, and imprisonment? And then you got the Ten of Cups in reverse. Ten of Cups in reverse. I think I scared you. Betrayal, loss, forced appearances. This is very scary. And you can see when you look at this card that's up, you see that she turns her back to all the cups. Yes. So something has caused maybe Michele to realize to just basically shake her head and go, forget it. I'm terrible at this. You want to do it? I'll do it, I guess. I thought you would like to try. No, I'm sorry. Okay, it's okay. I'll do it. All right, so we'll do my turn. So according to what Carmen's card sounds like, is that Michele basically is kind of getting the equivalent of carrot and the stick, whereas two things could result in some problems. The end result was Michele basically walks away. Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna do Mother God. Mother God, Father God, Angel, Spirit Guides. What can Michele Marie Dalene expect tomorrow upon going to Cumberland Farms for the first time in 5 to 6 months? What can Michele Marie Dalene expect at Cumberland Farms within 5 to 6 months of her homebound exile? Is it going to go well? Is it not going to go well? Is she going to suffer? No reversals, no wild cards. Keep it simple, please. 3 card spreads. Let's see if the cards say. I see a couple of cards that I see flipped over. I do see that, yes. Oh, I got it. Alright. So, 3 card spread. We got the Page of Wands. We got the Sun card. But we do have the 5 of Wands card. So that 5 of Wands card means that there is something that needs to be taken note of here. Let's talk about the Page of Wands here. Page of Wands is fire energy, and it's looking up here. A young figure in the act of proclamation, envoy, messenger, enthusiasm, news. which would make sense. The Sun card, which is number 19, or is it 21? Enlightenment, vitality, contentment, success. But the Five of Wands card is a scary thought, because it means things like competition, sham, disorganization, disputes, legal issues. It sounds in some ways, if I'm going to go by these three cards versus Carmen's, it sounds like there's a similar issue. Give me a fourth card. Wild card. Well, I could use a wild card, I guess, but I'd rather not, because that's just too many openings. The Page of Swords energy. A confident young man who thrives on physical challenges, vigilance and agility. Clarify that card. Ooh, 10 of Wands energy. Okay. That means end. Anytime you see a 10, it means end. So, 10 of Wands, responsibilities, burdens, priorities, codependence. And the burdens, probably. I don't think it would mean the end of responsibilities. I think anything, Michelle would continue to have responsibilities. I don't think that's going to end that. This card, we got the Six of Swords. Trinity water passage, healing, leaving trouble behind. So, in other words, it sounds like you could benefit because some things might work out, but there is concerns here. I don't know if it's the management that's doing it. I don't know if it's something else that's doing it. But there's something going on here. So it means that she could basically find herself either A, like in the Eight of Cups, walking away from it. Yeah, she could walk away from it, and that would be fine. Maybe for Cumbys, that would be just as good. Michelle just came in, butter soda in her donuts, and just walked out the door again. I think that would make sense to Cumbys, given the fact that we have the other incident when she did a live stream where people caused the harm that they did. That's why Michelle is agreed she's never going to do a live stream. I want to do a reading on you, Carmen, because I have my questions that We got the 3 cups last time. I want to know. Well, actually, I can ask you, but I want to see what the cards say. All right, I'll ask you first. Do you like being the 3rd cup? The 3rd cup of the 3 of us. Yeah. I don't mind being the 3rd cup. I just don't want to break your heart and make problems with you and Michelle. I don't want to see that happen. I don't want to see you two get upset with the 3rd cup. Right. Well, let's see what the tarot's got to say. This is a simple yes or no. Is Carmen going to remain as the 3rd cup, the 3rd woman in the union of our life? Now, I'm not talking about after we go to ceremony. I'm talking about before. What do you think? I say yes. I think I will be remaining. I may not always be here because I'm working, but okay. 3 card spread. No reversals. Keep it simple, please. What happens if you use reversals? Well, depending on when you use them, you could end up with based on the readings, it adds a bit of a element of chance to the reading, which can be confusing for some people. So I'd rather not use the 3 wild card. So let's go 3 card spread here. And I see heartbreak. I see a journey by water. Yeah, I see the challenges. There's definitely a challenge. Competition energy. The heartbreak. Feeling that you almost should be getting out of harm's way. But what's the final outcome? 1 card spread. The Sun card. It sounds like whatever it is, it will be resolved. But am I still the 3rd cup? You're still the 3rd cup because the Sun card says you are the Sun card. Or you are the 3rd cup. But if I pull up another card, I see a Page of Wands, which is Page of Wands is a young man in the act of proclamation, envoy, and messenger's enthusiastic news. Shall I remain? Yeah. But the 3 of Swords energy and the 4 of Swords. I'm sorry. Yeah, 6 of Swords. And the 5 of Wands. Let's start with the 5 of Wands first, because I seem to remember that one last time was pretty significant. There's competition, disorganization, disputes. Definitely competition. Is it with me and you, or me and Michelle, or you and Michelle? I don't know. It could be all 3. But the 6 of Swords. Journey by water, passage, healing. Oh, okay. All right, that makes sense. Healing. So in other words, there is a broken heart. Okay, obviously one of us gets a broken heart, and that broken heart will heal, but at the same time, it's going to add competition. Maybe me against you, you against Michelle. I'm not interested in dating you. I know. So I think about me and you. However, in the end, you do come out of this. You got the Sun card in your favor, and you got the proclamation that this is so. Now, since the Sun card is a major arcana card, in number 19, let me reread this again. Enlightenment, vitality, contentment, success, visionary, lucidity. In other words, I have to eat humble pie and accept that you're not going anywhere. But I still love you too. I know you do. But not at the same way I love Michelle. I know that. Just remember, I'm her wife. Let's brings the question up. Since you're not married under temporal law, you're married under moral law, as the rules of polygamy apply under moral law. Technically, yeah, they do. But we're already unique anyway, so I think that Mother God is going to make amendments, because Mother God and Father God can adjust things. Okay. So for now, that means that for Michelle, she goes to Cumby, so there could be some problems. Yeah, the cards kind of agree. My reading, your reading kind of say the same thing, where Michelle is kind of like take it or leave it kind of attitude, where, it's not really going to be. I just feel like I left something out. It's okay, it's your first time. Besides, I do kind of like the spreading out the cards like that, because it definitely does add a unique twist to the reading. But it also avoids having to shuffle the damn deck. Let's just see how it goes. Is it going to be Eight of Cups? Eight of Cups would be a different reading. What do you think, Michelle? In the reality, it could easily be the Eight of Cups, where I just basically just go, I'll just go in there, just get my soda and donut, and just leave. But what about the ability to stream? No streaming. No, absolutely not. Not after that bomb threat. No, absolutely no way. No. And I don't even know if they want me to do live videos there, but let's assume they do not have a problem with videos on the patio. We don't know if they do or not, but let's see. Who wants to do them? I'll do them. Mother God, Father God, Angel, Spirit Guides. Let's do a 3-card spread. Is Michelle going to be permitted to do videos at Cumberland Farms on the patio? Is there anything she needs to know? Anything she needs to know about doing videos on the patio? Anything she needs to know. Show me the cards I need to see. Show me the cards I need to see. No reversals, no wild cards. Show me the cards I need to see. Will Michelle be able to do videos on the patio of Cumberland Farms? Now tomorrow's gonna be kind of when she gets there, it's supposed to stop raining, but it's also getting colder too, so it might not necessarily be a lot of streamings in Cumbys or videos in Cumbys because of the weather. So show me the cards I need to see. Now let me just cut the deck one more time. I just keep getting the feeling I gotta do this. Okay. 3-card spread. The Moon card. The Celebration card. And the Five of Swords card. Now, the first two cards seem to indicate that the Moon card is Major Arcana. And it is card number 18. Transformation, natural cycles, intense motion, spiritual awakening. I do sense intense emotion. And of course, you got the Celebration card. That's the 4 of Wands right here. Right? I don't have the thing set for the board here. But this 5 of Swords card, like Michelle says, I hate those sharp and pointies. Yeah, I don't really like them very much. Conquest. Disgrace. Defeat. Infamy. Dishonor. Clarify that 5 of Wands, please. 3 of Cups. Three of Cups. You go from dishonor to 3 of Cups. Out of Cups. Well, I don't know if it's Out of Cups in this case, but if I go by the 3 Cups here, it means embrace, exuberance, fulfillment, hospitality, support, and celebration. So why, let me switch this card, you can see this here. Why do we have these cards this way? I mean, you can see you got this card, the spiritual awareness, the celebration card, but then you got this 5 of Swords. But then out of the 5 of Swords comes the 3 of Cups. So why we got the 5 of Swords? Why is this card even here in this reading? I mean, it doesn't make any sense. It's like this card is here, and they're saying is, okay, something's going to happen. You're going to be disgraced. You're going to get graced. You're going to get this. But then at the same time, you're going to be celebrating. You're going to be embracing some positive energies. So, and we see that, but is this an either or? This is a question. I don't know. I don't know either. I think there's a fifth card here. I think we need to pull a fifth card out. Maybe there's a fear. Maybe this is a fear. Maybe you're afraid of disgrace, dishonor. And then this is saying, no, that's not the case. You want to pull the fifth card, Michelle? Okay. The High Priestess. A High Priestess. That's good card. That's good card. Yeah, that is good card there. So maybe High Priestess is number 2. Wisdom and common sense, knowledge, enlightenment, intuition, comprehension. So you got the Moon card, which is spiritual energy and awareness. That's good. That's a good card. You got the Celebration card with the 4 of Wands. This is somebody who's going to be partying hardy. But then you have this card. Could this card be a fear? Could this be you're afraid of? I guess it's possible. It could be a possibility. Something you're afraid of. Maybe that's why, according to Carmen's reading, you would walk away from the 8 of Cups, because the fact is you're afraid of something happening. But you also got the 3 of us would go together, and it'd be a celebration. Yeah, this could be the 3 of Cups. The 3 women holding up the cups of celebration, meaning that the great news is that the situation is going to work out, as the lines up with the High Priestess saying the same thing. So it's like the High Priestess is saying, don't worry about this happening. This is what you're feeling deep down. This is the fear you're feeling. When really, it's like you, Lumi, and Carmen, that's me, Michelle, and Carmen, are going to be the 3 cups. They're going to be going to Cumberland Farms. And then, of course, the High Priestess confirms that. So, in other words, we may not have a problem. Well, yeah, let's say that. We're probably not going to have a problem. Do you think these events are going... all the energies we've been covering on the show lately, how do you think all these energies are going to affect the channel? Oh boy. This is a major win. So I do know that there's going to be some excitement. But I think I see the question you're asking. So, Mother God, Father God, angels, spirit guides. How does these events of the unbanning affect the channel and the channel outcome now that the perma ban was lifted? How does it affect the YouTube channel from now until the end of 2025? Now, I know what Psychic Tarot said in October, and I know what that one Christian message said about the 1111 number and God redeeming you and salvation and all that. But don't forget that the Psychic Tarot also said that there would be the death card. That means that something in the past is coming to the end. Right, that could be the ban. So yes, the ban could have ended. That's the death card. So let's see Mother God, Father God, Angel, Spirit Guides, how does this affect Michelle's channel for the next until the end of 2025, December 31st? Now, for those of you who don't believe in tarot readings, I can just tell you that we have done them a lot in our lives and found them to be very interesting and very we also did that reading that said, and we go to the other side and Silver Moon, it showed that our lives are going to be really good. We did, and yet it was very exciting to see that. And also, the tarot card reading did say that you, me, and Michelle will be in a polygamous marriage. We also be school students too. We'll be going up and going to school in Silver Moon to a private academy. Yep, exactly. And that's another. So, one more shuffle. So, 3 card spread, no reversals. Keep it simple, please. I am not good at reading between the lines. Okay, so let's get the 3 cards out and see what happens. You didn't say no wild cards. No, I didn't, and I never used wild cards before, but we might. Alright, so let's see what we got. We got your 10, 7 of Pentacles. Craftsmanship skill sets. You see that she is making money or carving something. A pentacle. In other words, you could literally be making money. Okay? I don't think she means counterfeiting, but you never know. The King of Swords energy. Kind of cute looking dude. Jeez, he's just a man. I don't know. And the last card is the Sun card again. So, I'm going to take these 3 cards and say what it means is the channel will continue to do well. The King of Swords energy is some of the swords Michelle likes. Yeah, it's the nicer, sharp and pointy. Right, the King of Swords is a mature man of power with good instincts and high morals. Command, authority, determination. In other words, like a good neighbor, the King of Swords is there. You're going to be doing fine. You're not going to see any serious loss because you're using your head and you're using your capabilities to achieve. Then you have the Major Arcana, which I said before, which is the Sun card, which is number 19. I want to go back to that card right there just to re-pull this up here. It says is enlightenment, vitality, contentment, success. So yes, the channel will continue to remain very strong. There's no evidence that the content will change in a negative way. And if you flip the deck over, the 3 of Cups again. The 3 of Cups again. Yes, you got, for some reason, Mother God, Father God wants you to remain in the celebration of the 3 women. That seems like I'm totally surprised, considering the fact is that after my terrible life and my years in Hollywood, that I never ever had an experience like this with anyone. This is totally unusual. Well, they all say that God works, and Mother God, Father God work in mysterious ways. So, yes, you do remain a fixture of the readings. Yeah, I think that I wouldn't worry about it. I think that there's a reason why. That you remain a part of the system. As for all of you other people who watch this video, I want to thank you all for coming to this today. And I didn't really put out an intro, outro, editing stuff. That's okay, sweetheart, because you can still run the credits. I can still run the credits. So, thank you for watching, everybody.
Michele Marie and Lumi, I will always be there for you. Michele, never stop believing in yourself. Go out there and show the world what you can do. Go kick some ass and have a good time doing it. I love both of you so much. I love how far you have come on YouTube.
In the summer's embrace, she finds her way, twisting and turning, she won't let things sway. With love for the music and fire in her soul, she dances through life, her heart in control. She won't give up, she won't sit down. In her purple dress, she twirls around. With every rhythm, with every beat, she conquers the floor, she won't retreat.